Yo, 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 it's me, Manga Menz, and welcome back to another episode of Drawing with Manga Master Menz. I haven't used my title card in so long. But yeah, it's good to be back. Like, holy crap. Like, just, I can't even remember, like, the last time I recorded an episode and whatever. I know it was definitely before the summer started, but just like with my day job, it kind of just took up so much of my time that it just took up so much of my time that it's just really just made it difficult to go ahead and record episodes and stuff. But yeah, we're finally back, so we can finally finish all the episodes that I left off on, and of course make new ones. Because I know I started the Danny Phantom episode and stuff, and I have a bunch of other ideas in mind and whatever. So I feel like that's the positive to, I guess, like that long extended break. It was like, okay, like it gave me a chance to also think of other ideas that I would potentially want to do and such. Oreo, no. Yeah, I have my dog Oreo inside the room, and all my art stuff is like on my bed, and he's trying to jump on my bed. So if you hear me say Oreo, no, that is what is going on. Come on, buddies, go sit over there. No, that's my hand. That is my hand. Yes, that is still my hand. Okay, that is my arm that you just licked. Thank you. I mean, I appreciate it, I guess. But yeah, I'm really proud of this drawing. I have a bunch of other ones behind the scenes I've been working on as well as another project at the end of this video that I will showcase to you all. Because I think it looks really awesome and stuff. Oreo, it is okay. That is your squeaky toy. Why are you getting scared? Oh, okay. Yep. Just walk right underneath the camera. Well, at least now I don't have to worry about him jumping on my stuff. But yeah, anyways, just a bunch of stuff that I think is going to be really awesome to show off to you all. At this point, I'm just gonna, before I guess I start inking the hands, I'm definitely gonna try to make sure that it's to my liking once more, and then it's pretty much a go. Yeah, so much stuff to showcase. And of course, I also am still very open to, I guess, if anyone writes in the comment section or whatever and stuff, like, hey, like, potential, like, characters or even people that you would like to see me draw and such. Because I know recently I did a Sharpie drawing of Senna, the streamer. I'm actually going to upload a snippet of it, because at least on TikTok and Instagram I was able to upload the video and not kind of get like hit like with like a copyright issue and whatever and stuff for the short. For this one I'm gonna have to like minimize, or at least just show like a snippet of it, just because I use the Teach Me How to Dougie song in the video. And if I guess anyone who's like seen like videos or shorts of hers, I feel like you might get why I use that song. There's even a speech bubble at the end that I feel like will also like play into that reference. But yeah. But yeah, I'm still very open to like suggestions and so on and so forth. Definitely still gonna be doing tons more video game characters as well because I know I still need to finish the Wang Tang drawing and such too. But that one's already like pretty far along also. Um okay. Yeah. Uh Gonna have to work in between. So I can make sure there's a good like hint of accuracy to this. Okay. All right. I think I'm good on the hand because this was the only other part that like I was like, yeah, I don't want to jump into like inking it until I feel like I'm like, okay, like this is how I want it to look. But I feel like we're not going to be Vin Dieseling it this episode and saying this is the end, and then it's actually not the end, and whatever. I feel at least so I hope, because I was wrong on like the past like couple parts of this episode, so I could very much be wrong again. But I hope not, because as much as I love this drawing, it's like I wanna finally have it finished so I can like showcase it on what I drew this month. Because I guess like I'm just gonna have to compile a bunch of months together at this point or whatever, just so I can be like, yeah, like this is all the stuff, all the months that like I didn't make videos for, just now just all like crammed into one. But that is still going to be a video series I'm going to continue making. And there we go. Gonna just ink up the Cooper cane. Well, at least now I don't have to worry about the drawing fading. Okay. Alright. Yeah, this is looking dope. Now, one thing I would be like curious to see and stuff within like the aspect of gaming or whatever and stuff, because I've noticed that like, especially for like indie games and stuff like that, like there's a lot of people like making like these games where it's like the graphics are like oh excuse me, super like retro looking and intentionally like kind of just like calling back to when gaming was like a bit simpler and whatever and stuff. Not to say that like I want to see gaming not push forward innovation and such, because that is not gonna like help keep gaming obviously moving forward. But I don't know, like it'd be cool to kind of see, because I mean honestly, like especially like with Sonic and Mario and some of these other platformer like characters come back into like the limelight, whether if it's like from like their spin-off games or even some of like their main title games and stuff. yeah, like I don't know, like it'd be cool to see, I guess, like gaming kind of like have like this shift towards like games where it's like, okay, like it's, it's kind of very much so character based, and it's like it's not just only based around like, the game being like this crazy like open world um adventure and stuff, and it's kind of just like, yeah, just like platforming, or I don't know, just like, cool like retroisms of like, like 90s slash early 2000s stuff, but still of course like having, that space for um having that space for like the open world massive games. 'Cause I feel like that's part of the reason why like gaming, at least for some people, because I know I've seen like a good couple videos on YouTube where they're like, yeah, as gaming's not as fun as it used to be or whatever. And I feel like that's partly because it's like there's so many AAA games coming out, but there's not this space where like AA or smaller budget games that are not trying to be like these cinematic. Oh my god. All right, well, as I try not to die, um um like, yeah, like there's not really like these, like kind of like these in between sort of games where it's like, okay, we're not trying to be like, the Citizen Kane of gaming. I've actually never seen that movie, mind you, but I just know it's like, it's like this really like super massive important like movie or whatever to the, history of cinema and stuff. But I have never seen that movie at all. Um, but but yeah, like, so I feel like it's just like, yeah, like that's gonna be, or if we could kind of like create more of that balance and whatever. Not to mention, it would probably mean game companies wouldn't have to make $1 kajillion just to get their budget back. Because it's like, hey, you didn't spend $1 kajillion or whatever to make it, so it's like, hey, pressure's off of you guys now. Granted, I'm not, I'm terrible at math, so no one should ever take my mathematical advice. Uh, but at the same time, I feel like that's pretty simple logic, I would assume. Um, okay. All right, here we go. Just gonna make sure that's nice and cleaned off. Yo, we might actually make it to the end of this episode. I'm not gonna Vin Diesel it. Yo! What words? Yo. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna use this yellow for his wristbandy kind of things. I'm not really sure what to call them. I just know that they've always been like attached to his gloves and stuff. I'm pretty sure I mentioned this in the previous parts for this episode. But when I was making the design for Maximus Boy when I was younger, and I mean, it doesn't happen now as an adult. I mean, occasionally at times I'm like, oh yeah, that's supposed to be yellow, but I don't know if that's the right yellow. Let me use a piece of scrap paper real quick. But yeah, as like a kid, when I was making the design for Maximus Boy, like the inspiration for like his gloves and stuff kind of came from Sly Cooper. That is super bright. Okay, not using that one. Uh, but yeah, the inspiration for his gloves came from Sly Cooper. So sometimes, like when I would be coloring him in with like whether if it was crayon or colored pencil or whatever, like I would occasionally mess up, and I would color it yellow instead of black, and stuff. All right, that's accurate. Okay. Yeah, I got the right yellow. Um, but yeah, that was something I used to do like a lot as a kid and whatever. But I mean, for me, I think that's just like because usually I always like uh tell people like sometimes like when they're asking for advice and whatever, like just to pull from as many sources as you can, as many things that can inspire you or that inspire you as you can. Because it's like, obviously manga and anime, Dragon Ball Z, that stuff is like, you know, I would argue like my biggest inspirations and whatever, but I still pull from movies, from video games, books that that I've enjoyed as a kid. Because it's like like once you realize it's like like that limitation of like I can only pull from the source medium that I am trying to create and stuff like that. Once you kind of move away from that kind of mindset and stuff, it's like you know one things become so much easier because now it's like okay like you're taking inspiration from multiple sources, you're you know removing that limitation and such, and now it's like like now you have I guess like the key to making something unique because now uh, you're not limiting yourself in terms of like creating like this amazing stew of like whatever it is that is going to be what it is that you create and stuff. So but yeah, for me it's like again like I try to pull from movies, video games, even sometimes like uh whatever like I'm listening to at the moment could inspire what it is that I am creating as well. So yeah, just always pull from just as many sources as possible. Granted, I feel like like I'm not offering I guess like the greatest or most mind blowing new advice because I feel like there's plenty of artists that know that. But I mean, hey, for anyone that needed that little nugget, I'm happy to have offered it to you. um, all right, let's do this, boy. Lord, please let this be the right blue. Okay. I mean, at this point, it's too far in to make a change, but I hope I didn't use too dark of a blue. Oh my god. Part of me feels like I did. But I guess I don't know. I'll figure something out. Uh, I still think I can find a way to make this work. Not all hope is lost. All right. Okay. I say like I'm hoping like I'm not tripping out thinking like I'm using like the wrong gray here and stuff. Because it's like if I make 2 mistakes, it's like I don't know if I can come back from that. But okay, yeah, it's the right gray. Yay! I mean, granted, this was one of like the first markers I tested out to see like, hey, like, does this match up to the fur color that I already put down for him and stuff or whatever before I started recording. So I was I was more more confident. Ouch. I was more confident with this one. Even before putting it down. Okay. So let's see if my way of fixing this will still work. So I'm trying to make it seem as if like I guess like the light is still coming from the top, but then it's like I guess like the shadow casting, I guess is like, I don't know, slightly angled. I don't know. I'm trying to find a way to fix this. I'm trying to find a way to salvage this. And whatever. Let this be a lesson of always make sure your colors match before you start throwing down on your page. Okay. I feel like it's helping it. Helping a good bit. Alright. Okay. Let's see what brown we're gonna use here for his cane. Alright, I can rock with that. Yeah, that's my color testing with paper. Okay. Okay. I just need to find. Actually, what gray did I use? The shade is first. It's funny how this is the lighter shade of gray. It's the one that's like this one looks darker on the cap compared to this one, and it's like this is the lighter shade. Or at least so far. Oh wait. Maybe I'm wrong. Am I wrong? I don't know. Like, it's like I'm so close to the finish line, and this is like I just don't want to like make any more mistakes. Okay. Okay. Here we go. I'm gonna put some blue down in here. That's kind of what I did for that one. You know what? I have a marker over here that I'm going to reach over and hopefully grab successfully without dropping a whole bunch of other markers on my other table. I'm going to see how well... It does not look any darker. What the heck? Oh, dang it, artist loft. Oh wait, no, that is cool gray 5. might have to go even darker. Ah. Poor K for why? No, that's a warm gray. Oh, there goes that. Yo. Alright, before I dart off and try to find that marker, I'm just gonna, so I can, like, do the very last part. I'm gonna... I'm gonna add shading to the inside of there. And then now I'm gonna try to go find a gray marker that I can use. Boy. To finish off this drawing. Boy, I'm not having the best luck right now. Wait, yes! Alright, just took a bit of digging, but I found it. Oh my god. Ugh. That kind of feels a bit heavy, but okay. I'm gonna use my tiny envelope that I'm using to test stuff out. See how well this works before I throw this down on like the real thing. Okay, I'm gonna take it. Okay. I think that's it. Oh my god. Okay, so we actually finished this. We did not Vin Diesel it. I mean, I kind of made a tiny mistake on the second glove, as you can probably see, but overall, still pretty good. If you like the drawing, please give this video a like. Subscribe to me for more drawing content. We'll very much appreciate it. And of course, use the Linktree link that is going to be in the description of this video below to check out my other socials like Facebook, Instagram, Kara. What else do I use? Oh my lord! Oh, my Twitch, because I do stream on Twitch. And then of course, the art I was gonna that I wanted to showcase to you all or the project that I wanted to showcase to you all was this most recent thing I put on my Instagram as well as my Facebook page for my manga called Maximus Boy. I finished a mini manga that you can read digitally on my Instagram or Facebook page, whichever, social media, page that you use. Feel free to check it out, give it a read, and give it a like as well. Share it around with anyone that you think might enjoy it, because I'm really happy and proud of how this came out. And then, of course, if you live in the Vero Beach area, you can also come get a free printed copy like that from me at the Indian River Mall. I put that out just basically as a way to kind of get people hyped and excited for the first chapter, because I'm trying to get more physical copies made for that. And of course, the second chapter is closer than you think. But again, if you like this video, please give it a like. Follow me on all of my socials by using the Linktree link that's going to be in the description below. And until next time, peace.